Mic check, 1 2 1 2. All right, let's do this. Woo! Radio, here we go. G'day, Stu from UAV Futures here. Welcome back to the FPV Mix, where we're going to go through, have some fun, watch some FPV videos, answer your guys' questions. But first things first, a couple things to get out of the way. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Let's see who's in the comments, who can hear me. Is my microphone working? The other one, how is the video coming through? And literally about 10 seconds before I changed to this camera, I was like, oh, I need my phone because what's going on? Where have I lost it? I'm using it for a light source. It is literally right there, staring me in the face. It's a big shining light. Radio. So how we doing? Who we got in the comments? Let's get some of these bits of paper out of the way. Clean up a little bit around here. Today on the show, we're going to be having some fun. We're going to be looking at Drones and Talks is one segment coming up. And also, if I look at the timetable, we have that probably one of my favorite segments of the week is Ask Stu's Mum, where we're going to ring my mum up, ask her a whole bunch of questions, and some funny stories as well. I rang her just before to double check, and yeah, it was it's going to be fun. You're going to laugh at how old-fashioned, or how old she pretty much is. But let's do it. Let's see who's in the comments. We got Russ Wolf. He's saying, "Don't forget your coffee." Absolutely, my friend. Here we go. This we got the Great Wave coffee cup right here. It's fairly full too. Like, let's see. There's no way I'm going to be able to show this without spilling it all over myself. And I can see we got Dodgy. He's in here as well. Random Family Man is in the chat as well, and I'm going to be showing a special video that Random Family did, and it is hilarious. One of the best videos I've seen in a long time. Let's see who I can see. R7 Driver, Trucker FPV, not Trucky. Hey, Trucky FPV. We've got Drunken FPV. We've got Delta in here as well from Oklahoma. Atomic's in here. So we've got a whole bunch of crew. Atomic, it's getting past your bedtime, brother. You should be in bed. We've got License to Drive. He's saying, all right. And let's scroll down. Let me know what you're doing. Are you going flying this weekend? And what the time that is left? Have you already been flying? Actually, the weekend's over for most of us. Oh no. My camera feed has disappeared. What's happened here? That's never good. That's not supposed to be like that. Come on, silly camera. Let's get this magic working. Man, I don't want to go back to the old camera. All right, I'm going to turn this camera off and on. We've still got Charlie Cam in here. Look, let's go to Charlie Cam. Nothing but technical difficulties. It wouldn't be the UAV Futures stream without some technical difficulties. Let's see. Even Charlie. There you go, Charlie. Oh yeah. Okay, I see this. This is good. Let me see. Why is this coming back to my face up here? I don't understand what is happening. If I turn this camera off and then I turn the camera on, yep, someone's pressing the auto scan button. That is what's happening, because we might be back for some reason. That looks like it's on my computer. I don't think I bumped anything. Let's go back to my main face cam here. Is my face going to be back? No. What? Look, it was all coming along so nicely, boys. What's happening here? If you just tune into the stream, welcome to the UAV Futures technical difficulty stream, where things never seem to go to plan. Frustrates me at no end. I need to close my Canon utility here, and we're going to see how we can go. Now, this is what it's all about. Let's quit this. Let's find out what happens. Come on, main face cam. Let's disable and enable you. I tell you what, they don't make it easy. I think if I just remove this and then push that back in, an error prevented the camera from shooting. Turn the camera off and on again, or reinstall the battery. Let's try this. Come on, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. What's happening? Right, I think it's an organic error stew that's coming in from Drunken FPV. All right, let's try. We can still. We're going to put this one on while I am working here. So we've got our main face cam, which is, oh, look at this. This is not the camera that we want to have on here. All right, but we also have this nice camera. So I wonder if I can shrink. Can I shrink this face cam down so you guys can see me? And then why this is in the background, I can find out what's going on with my other camera right here. Why is that not turning on? I'm going to press deactivate, put it back on with activate, and open up Canon EOS. Whew, we are working on getting a connected camera. This is connected, my friends. What are you talking about? All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. This was working perfect, and then for some reason, it just decided to, nope, it does not want to work today. Well, someone's saying whooping the pinball machine. That's a cool pinball machine. We've got casting and cornbread. Man, sorry if you've just tuned in. We've got Legion as well. Man, I thought we were off to a great start today. The stream was working, and now I'm getting really hot and flustered. Huh. You amateur Stuart. That's what people are going to be thinking. All right, let's turn off this Canon utility. And I don't want to restart the stream because that's just going to, it's very tricky. We had a blue screen or it just went wrong last week. And if I go to here to face cam, wait, is that working? No. This one. Deactivate. Activate. Nothing. If I turn it like this. All right, I'm praying. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let's get this. This screen should not be up like that. Still nothing. And then I open up this. And boom. Should come in. Come on. Come on. Failed to communicate with camera. Check connections. All right, we're going to plug this in one more time. Welcome if you just tuned into the stream. Sorry about this delay. I'm going to double check this. Oh, what a good view you guys have. Okay. And this might be one of the last times. Otherwise, we're just going to roll with this bad camera today. Hey, there's whiteboards above the blackboard. Yeah, license to driver is going to say it looks a bit furry today. And let's see. Someone's going to go buy lunch while Stu sorts his shizzle mess out back in a tick. So that is from Drunken as well. And then I flick this switch. The computer's going to do something. Select what happens with this device. And then I open up this utility. Unless the only other connection is the USB down here below the desk. That's what I'm going to check. And then maybe I kicked it, and then we're coming back. All right, that's the last thing I'm checking. Otherwise, we're just streaming with this other camera for now. Give me 2 seconds. It is dark under here. I close the screen. Turn this off. We're going to get there. Thanos is in the chat as well. All right, now. Maybe I need to restart this. we're getting some donations. I am gonna answer all those. I'm gonna try and spend 2 minutes fixing this out, even though it seems to be taking more than 2 minutes. Let's see. Failed to communicate with check camera. Check camera settings. Mate, that is what I'm doing. All right, we're going to the backup plan, which is this one. All right, we're going to go old school camera today, which kind of really frustrates me no end. Let me open this bad boy up. Look, this is not even 16 by 9. Ooh. All right, here we go. Hopefully that is in shot. So anyway, welcome to the FPV mix, where some things don't always go to plan. And when I say don't go to plan, seems to be every single episode something's gone wrong. We were off to such a great start, and then I don't know what happened. The camera just decided to turn off. I charged the battery. It doesn't seem to be doing its job right now. But we're going to continue with the stream. And I want to say thanks to everybody who stuck around. We've been streaming for 11 minutes. 73 people are watching. 74. Give me a thumbs up button or a thumbs down button. Maybe you can show your support or show your frustrations. Let's do this as well. And we also had, I do not want to miss those super chats as well, because we had something coming through. So we've got Thanos with his $2 super chat saying, "The boys," and I did not miss that, Thanos. It was just, we were having some crazy technical difficulties. And also, if I have a look here, we've got Donnie. He's given me a super chat of $3, actually a donation of $3. And also, we've got a Legion's FPV. Here's a little bit for your new computer. That is what we're working on. So pretty much these live stream issues don't come up. We know what's a real shame is I can see myself in the camera up there, and it looks so much better than what you guys are looking at from in the little LCD screen or whatever we're looking up the top. I'm just going to turn that off. Save some battery. Oh, people saying we lost some sound. Hopefully not. No headset. Let's see. Hey, I'm back from Montana. That's from a whoop-de-whoop. And Donnie's giving me that little YouTube button. And Flagador TV says, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it looks okay, but it's nowhere near the digital SLR that is all plugged in, ready to rock and roll, charged, and is meant to be working on this computer. Maybe I don't want to do a fresh restart as well, because that means some things aren't going to be going to plan. Maybe the camera just didn't like my singing because we're going to be doing the segment of Ask His Mom. And we've also got a new segment called Drones and Dogs. So if you've got a picture of your dog and there's a drone in the photo, definitely we're going to be posting those on Discord in just a little bit as well. But let's see. Delta's saying your headset sounds great. Donnie's doing some dabs, it looks like. And hit 77, hit the like, y'all. All right. And we've got Mr. Vig watching from France, and it's like 2 a.m. So I'm sorry you've been watching. It's 2 a.m. there. Hopefully I'm not keeping you up too late. And everybody's got a question. You can either... We've got two options here. Number one is a punch in the neck. You can either choose to punch yourself in the neck, or number two, you can hit that thumbs up button. It is totally up to you. You guys let me know what you want to do, whether it be a neck punch or whether it's going to be the thumbs up. So we're going to do that. And also we got Nate from Utah, Phoenix FPV saying, let's go. And well, today, that's what we were hoping would happen, but it seems I'm going to keep mucking around with this camera just ever. If I put it like that, I'll be able to tell if it comes in, so as I'm going through the stream. FPV Nick is saying, yo. Well, Nick, maybe you shouldn't be watching this one, brother, because the camera was working for everybody, and then I don't know what happened to it in the background. It just decided to turn off. It looks like the camera itself is working. There's some problem with how it is. Failed to communicate with camera. Check connections, and maybe it is the USB cable. Maybe it'll be something else. We'll just have to figure that out in the future as well. But anyway, let's continue. Yeah, Nick's given me a sad face. Absolutely. Drunken says, I'm going to use the iPhone 7 with OBS for my stream this Sunday. 100 sub birthday special. Well done there, Drunken. And we're also going to watch this amazing video right now. So I said something pretty embarrassing last stream, if I don't say so myself. And it was absolutely hilarious. So this is from Random Family Man. What I'm going to do, I am going to open up my Discord and we will be able to see that. I think he put it in, was it in the vids section? Share your vids here. We're going to play it for everybody. Or I can just, here it is. Let me open this and open a new tab. The stream will probably buffer there. Let me know if that was happening as well. And I wonder if I'm going to get some copyright strikes. Let's hope not, Random Family, and hopefully this music isn't too bad. And if I go here, because this is obviously not working, this computer thing, this video doesn't want to work. So we're just going to continue. We're going to forget about it today. That's a bit of a shame, but we will get there. All right, let's do it. So this is the video that I found absolutely hilarious. I can pause that one as well. Ready to do it. We're back. The stream is ready to rock and roll. It just hasn't been working. Radio. Anyway, enough technical difficulties. Let's get in, have some fun. Now, last stream, I was talking about a project that I'm working on with Random Family Man, and then I said, you know, well, we've got a video here. So he's put it in perfect context. Check this video out. Let's go main screen share. And here we go. Just leisurely watching the UAV Futures stream all day, all night. This is going to sound a bit weird, Random Family Man, but I was thinking about you last night as I was lying in bed, as weird as this sounds. And I thought, you know what? The satisfaction. Oh, so there we go. If I go back here, oh, you guys can't even see my face as I'm watching that because we've got that on a different camera as well. Oh, it's killing me. But there we go. The satisfaction. I love it how he's cut it there. There's no drone talk, anything like that. The context he's put that in is absolutely hilarious. So I got to say, I'm a big fan of that. What I'm also going to do, because I want to show you guys this, I don't even need this low light setting anymore on my phone because it looks like the camera's decided it's not going to play nicely. I have no idea what that is. But people, we've got Cordline. He's asking, what's in the giveaway? He's just going to have to wait. Random Family Man says, I hope the eye contact was creepy as it was meant to be. Make that eye contact. Mwah! It was perfect. And yeah, we're getting a few laughs from here. Andre as well. Kiz is having a laugh. Whoop-de-wop. Getting a few lols. Pro side as well. What we're going to do now, I am going to post something in the live section on here, and you'll be able to see this. And I'll put this on the screen as well. It is, where's the UAV Futures, the live stream under UAV Futures post. If I go here, and here we go. We can already see one in here. But what I want people to do, right, and this should be working. I need you to bear with me as I can't believe we've got 90 people watching. I'm going to change this. I just need to turn my camera on here. So my webcam, my main face cam, that should go like this. There we go. That's better. Now I can talk to you guys on the backup camera. Lucky I haven't unplugged that. What we're going to be checking out, if we go back here as well to, and Charlie, sorry, buddy, you're not really in shot there as well. Man, this was all sorted. All right. This is what we're going to do today as well. The dogs and drones, because Charlie's probably the biggest, the #1 celebrity on this stream. That is for sure. He gets very, very sport. A lot of little treats. If we go here, we go to the live section, the live stream. And what I want you guys to do, if I go to main screen share, so down here, I can probably get rid of this. Down here, you can see we're going. Oh, you guys can't see just yet, but we're going to check out if you've got some dogs. Oh, dogs and drones. Here we go. I've got little Charlie with the Mob 6 as well. He's on his ginormous, pretty much UAV Futures beanbag bed. He is just chilling right there. So we're going to be checking out if you've got a dog that you want to show off. And I want to see Delta the Beagle. I want to see Red in here as well. I can already see Delta. We're going to be checking out some dogs and drones in just a little bit as well. So go put them. If you want to know where it is, if you go down to the side, it is live stream under pretty much under Mr. Bean, but under the live stream section, you'll find that you can post that. That's what we're going to be playing around with today. Let's go back here to my main face cam and get on with it. I haven't even answered a question as well. And Drunken says, don't have a pic of Porcus in the quad to share. Cause she eats it. Andre is saying, yep, while in bed. Apparently, I'm not too sure. Oh, you're still talking about that video that I made before. And like it up, boys. That's from Hillscraper FPV Remathorn. Not even. Well, I meant to say 937 Remathorn FPV. What's up, buddy? What's up, UAV fam? And that is because, well, what is up? The camera we have is not playing nicely with the computer today. And you know what I guarantee is going to happen? I'm going to restart the computer after the stream and it will work flawlessly. It'll be like, oh no, we just want to mess the time when you're doing a stream, which is really kind of annoying. So thank you very much to the 90 people who have stuck around and watched me. We've done that. Nathan Shears said, I had a crash the other day with my Tiny Hawk 2. It started to flip out once I restarted it. Now I can't rearm it at all. Getting no gyro message in my goggles now. So when you plug it in, also cannot connect to Betaflight either. Do you think I've wrecked my flight controller? That sounds like a yes. If you're not getting any gyro, you need to be able to connect it to Betaflight really to diagnose some of these problems. There is some stick commands you can try and do to recalibrate your gyro. You could try that, but I'm going to guess it's probably not. What would I say? It's not looking good, especially if you can't connect to Betaflight, and also. If you can get it into Betaflight, there is a little calibrate gyro button. You can press that as well. So that would be my two options. Go and try that. But it sounds like it's not going to be. Unfortunately, doesn't sound like it's going to be very successful. Remathorn is saying it's Remathorn 937. Change my name to be able to be more relevant to the YouTube channel. A radio. And Andrew's answering, Kiz Bartlett, skadoosh, greatest live stream ever. Well, you've obviously just seen the start of it. Nothing like camera problems, mic problems, connection problems, dropping out streams, or blue screens of death. Absolutely. Welcome to the UAV Futures Mix. I'm going to open up a notepad right here, and we are going to start asking my mum some questions. If you've got some questions for my mum, fire them away. Ask Stu's mum. I rang her before and was like, Mums, are you ready for, me to ring you in a little bit? And she's like, yes, darling. I said, you know what? I might try ring you on FaceTime because then the audio is going to come through clearer, right, on this microphone. And she said, and we've also had a super chat, our first snack of the day. Thank you very much, Delta FPV, or Jonathan Dancer, but I'm just going to call you. Thank you very much, Delta the Beagle. And this one is for Charlie right here, who I thought was snoozing, but seems like his ears have pricked up. Let's go down to Doggo Cam. And here you go, Charlie. That's from Delta. We're going to have a look at Delta a little bit as well. If you have some dogs and drones pictures, put them in. But back to what I was saying. So hopefully you've enjoyed that show. Yeah, that was great. My first breakfast snack of the day. Thanks very much, guys. Back to this part here. Putting some notepad questions down. For my mum, I said, Mum, I'm going to call you. Do you want to do it on FaceTime? Because then the audio will be able to pipe through my computer. The stream will be able to hear you a little bit better. And she said, oh, okay, darling. Does that mean they're going to be able to see me? And I said, no, it's just like your phone will ring like normal. You just have Messenger on here and you can do it. And she said, oh, what's Messenger? So I was like, don't worry about it, Mum. So Mum and Face, I don't think she's even got Facebook on her phone. So yeah, we're just going to ring her like normal because I did not want to hassle my mum with installing an app on her phone. And yeah, she thought everyone would be able to see. I don't think she was very keen on that idea of broadcasting her old face across the internet. But yeah, we're going to ask my mum some questions as well. Donnie is saying, what's up, Skadoosh? And Casting Cornbread has got a question for my mum. And he's saying, do you think your son is nuts with all his drone stuff? So great starter question right there. I'm going to copy that. We'll find out exactly what my mum was thinking. And I'm going to ask her, what did you think I would end up doing when I grew up? So we'll find out what she says there. Hopefully she said some positive truth. Whoop-de-whoop, would you check out some of Jilly's FPV content? He's getting good! So he posted it in the share my vids here. And Andrew was answering Kiz Bartlett. He's talking about some smooth results and something. Remathorn is saying, what's the deal with Vegemite? Rightio. So there we go. I love that question because how many of you are from Oz? And you just be like, man, what do you mean? It's just like a normal, nice spread. It is delicious. There is something we might be able to do for a little donation goal one time. Maybe we could do a bit of toast, and I will show you guys how to spread Vegemite because I've seen some US videos where they like lather it on and like, what are you doing? That's going to be disgusting. Yeah, of course it is because you're not eating it correctly. And we've got Skadoosh. He's saying he's got some new breakouts back to restrictions. Kind of the same here in Vic as well. We've had some increases in the corona. So looks like it's going to be a little bit trickier to get outside again, which is kind of annoying. And if you got some questions, make sure you tag me with @UAV Futures. We've got Mars FPV jumping in as well. We've got Charlie chilling down below. And Skadoosh is saying, Mum, how hard was Stu to potty train and how old was he? All right, there we go. That's a great one. No question is well, most questions we'll ask us. They're fine like that. I have some embarrassing stories that, of course, I'm not going to tell about myself. And our Andre Lopez says, "What's the difference between Marmite and Vegemite?" Well, you don't want to be eating that Marmite. It's just like a cheap, and it just doesn't taste the same. It's kind of like getting if you're a big Coca-Cola fan and then someone, like Pepsi is actually a decent competitor, or some people like the taste of Pepsi. It's like drinking the cheapest, not nice cola flavored water that's versus real Coca-Cola. That's what Marmite and Vegemite. I don't know anyone who goes out of their way and says, you know what, I'd like to buy some Marmite. Man, is it just me or does this thing look fuzzy right here? We've got FPV Nick. He's donated $6.27, and he's evening out that number. So we're up to $250 towards our PC goal. If you would like to help upgrade this PC, we're on part of our way to do it. You can see the little donation down near Charlie's head right there. And that is so we can get these live streams running a bit more. And you guys know how this laptop runs anyway. It's not the best. It's got me through for the last couple of years, but it is really starting to grind my gears a little bit. And Skadoosh is saying, thank you, bro. Happy Father's Day to everyone. Missing my kids this year terribly. I usually fly them to China in June. So, yeah, that would be very hard. Skadoosh, bummer to hear about that, brother, that you can't hang out with them. Especially this silly virus has really taken its toll, I think, on a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. We've got Stuck in Trees. What's your mum think about boys and their toys? All right, thank you very much. And we've got Nick is going to ask me some questions as well. Nick, we're going to read yours out because that seems quite interesting. You are asking about, will your mum throw you under the bus and tell us if you were a bedwetter? All right, let's find out, mum. Let's see what she says. Yeah, the camera is a bit out of focus. I wonder if I can change this on the webcam settings. If I go down here, main face cam. If I open up the settings and we go configure video, we should get a little pop-up on the screen. Camera control, zoom. What about if I do this one? Ready? All right, what about if I turn off this is probably just going to make it worse, this focus right here, right? This is this is out of focus. I'm probably sitting a little bit too close. But I don't want to sit further back. Anyway, that is annoying as well, but let's just cancel this bad boy, get back to answering some of our questions, and I just saw Donnie with a super chat as well. Or Donnie has donated $4. We're at $254. So thank you very much there, Donnie, and with a little smiley face as well. So yeah, thank you very much, and also make sure I want to see a picture of Red in that chat. We're going to look at as well. This stream always makes me look forward to Monday mornings. So I'm glad you're enjoying it, Random Family Man. Thank you for making my week or weekend. I got to be careful what I say to you because I know you're going to be filming this, putting this in a nice little montage. Thank you for that video that you sent. This is just sounding terrible. Anyway, cheers, brother, for what you did. It made me laugh. I think the graininess is a lighting issue. Maybe you might be absolutely correct. Because let's see. I'm going to put a bit more light in here and see if this changes some things up as well. It is a little bit out of focus, but we'll see. We'll make the best of it. And let's see. Greetings from Arizona. That's from a Loca Driver 23. What is the recommendations for a jumper T12 case? Like what, something to put it in? I would just say something cheap and robust. There's a lot of transmitter cases out there. I'm sure you could just Google it on Amazon, and they're relatively cheap. They could be like $20 or nothing too crazy. Random family man is saying, I'm a clip you, be careful. So yeah, absolutely. And if you've got an important question, we've got some Nightbot is saying, use the super chat. Each chat's over $5. Also get Charlie a dog treat, a tasty dog. No, Charlie, that's not. Sorry, buddy, I shouldn't have said your name like that. His head is propping up to check it out. And Michael McGrady says, Stu, can you recommend props for the 3-inch Brother Hobby T1 40? Okay, so for these specific motors. Also, do you think someone will make a Fat Shark module that's digital one day? So first part of that one, I would say just some little cyclones, just some little gem fans. Like the 3-inch prop market, I don't know enough about to say these are the absolute best props or anything like that. I haven't noticed too much of a difference, and I normally just fly the props that come with it. I don't mess around with the 3-inch props too much. It's not like the 5-inch where I feel like there really is some noticeable differences. As far as, do you think someone will make a Fat Shark module that's digital one day? I think, aren't they already, they already have like their Bite Shark Frostbite 2 or something that kind of clips on the front of your goggles, and it's never going to be digital that goes DJI though, so it's only going to be their system that they put in. So the Bite Frost, or what, the Shark Bite, I don't know what they're going to call it, but look, I wish them all the best. I hope it goes well. But I don't think that that's going to be able to ever compete with DJI. But hopefully, I'm wrong. How nice would it be if we had some actual digital competitors on here? And Julian Clocko, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, is saying, looking to upgrade my old EV100s. Any suggestions for the $200 to $300 price point for freestyle? So it doesn't matter whether you're doing freestyle or racing too much. I feel like you're still going to get the best bang for buck is probably some Sky Zones. Now, you know what? A crazy, there must be something in the air today too, because it turns out the UAV Futures website, which we usually go to, is down at the moment. So I don't know what, we've got to change one of the little certificates or something right there. It needs to be updated. But the if we go here to the $300 FPV UAV Futures goggles, check this bad boy out. You want to go watch this video. So if I go main screen share, this right here, man, look at this boy's face. What is he even doing? But this video right here, the ultimate breakdown, we're going to copy this link, this one. It goes through everything. It's got the Omways, the Sky Zones, and the Fat Shark attitudes, all which fall within your price point. Go watch that video. It is a huge breakdown. The long and short of it is, for me, it's probably the Sky Zone O2Cs or O2Xs, or I think it's the O2Cs is the other part there. The same goggle as the O2Xs. They just don't have the front camera. If you can get them, they came out in front, and then it was really a tie. I guess it depends how much you want to spend, and also the price you can find them. Because look, if you can see the Omways here, if I scroll down a bit, for a bit, the Omways were down to like $178, which is kind of ridiculous for that sort of. And you've also got here's some cheap 9 goggles. But yeah, definitely go check those out. We've got Chucker FPV. Thank you very much for that super chat, my friend. It does make a difference. And you let me find it in here. He's saying, choosing Sky Zone for analog, it's choice, bro. Choose Sky Zone for analog, it's choice, bro. Absolutely, Chucker. I'm glad you're enjoying it. This is one part that now it is finally starting to get a name for itself. I feel like for the longest time, all people ever spoke about was Fat Sharks. That was it. And then no one was really giving a serious thought, or everyone seemed to be wrapped up in the Fat Shark hype. And then, we tried out Omway. I flew Omways for almost exclusively a year. They grew in popularity. I've been flying Sky Zone for a long time as well. Not only do they look baller, they've got my favorite menu systems. And I just think when you look at that breakdown, when we tested everything, they're doing really, really well. And you can see now why so many people, Sky Zone actually is becoming more and more popular. And would you believe, I think that they might, I don't know, really hold it. They've been pushing the boundaries, I think. So I can't wait to see what they come out with in the future as well. Remathorn says, do you have a 3D printer, and is there one you'd recommend to a newbie? I do have a 3D printer, and I think one I would recommend is it like the Ender 3 or something? I don't have that. I've just got some cheap ones. And I also have a JG Aurora or something. It's pretty old. It's a fairly beastly one, but yeah, I don't know too much about 3D printing as well. We're about to call my mum. If you've got some questions, make sure you put them down below. We're going to call my mum on the phone as well. So we're going to do Ask Stu's Mum and a little bit of singing. If you've got some questions you'd like to know all about UAV futures, anything about drones, anything at all, make sure you tag me and put at Stu's Mum or Stu's Mum or something like that in the questions, because we can ask her. You guys can get the dirt on Stuart, find out what was it like. I'm talking about myself in third person. Delta FPV says the 030s are probably great. The 02Cs wasn't the beat in my opinion, but I'm a newbie. What do you mean wasn't the beat? Or the one to be? I'm confused. I just need a little bit of clarification. Bernard is saying he's sending some love from Texas, and Alan is the Mamba F5 a good PDB? I don't know about that one, Alan. Actually, I always thought the Mamba, like the ES, does it even come with a separate PDB? I think it just comes as an ESC stack with your flight controller. I don't know if it's got a separate PDB, an old school PDB. And we've got Donnie. He's asking, was Stu's mum, was Stu a quiet baby or a cranky baby? So we're going to ask him that. And we'll put that in this little notepad there. That is from Donnie. And let's see as well. And Delta was saying the 030s are probably great, as the 02Cs wasn't the best in my opinion, but I'm a newbie. That's interesting, Delta. Let me know what you think about that. I love my 02Xs. I fly them all around all the time. They're my main goggle of choice. And Oz FPV says, love my Sky Zones 02Cs, great range. And Mad Fisher is saying F5, are you sure? Yeah, talking about that Mumba stack as well. License to drive is asking Stu's mum, have you ever looked through the videos of the goggles when Stu flies, and if so, did it make you dizzy? So that's a good one, actually, because I have taken her flying, I think once or twice. You know, believe it or not, I only just took my stepdad flying for the first time since I've been doing this when he was down at Christmas, because some of the other times he's had bad luck, that old bugger. Every time he seems to want to come down here, it's been Corona. He wasn't able to make it to my wedding because he pretty much broke his neck and couldn't move for a long time. And then the other time he was due to come down, he got knocked off his push bike by an old lady in a 4-wheel drive. So it was only recently I think at the end of last year, he was able to come down, and I took him flying for the first time, and it absolutely changed his mind. He didn't realize why, he knew it was special to me, but then when he's like, okay, I can understand, this is really, really cool. And he's not a big tech head at all. He's a little bit into photography, but he's more into fitness and outdoors and art. And when I took him flying with these goggles for the first time, it's amazing when you get to take people flying. But I digress. Let's go in here. Oz or Uzi FPV, have you ever built any foam planes from scratch, i.e. Flight test style, used, I don't know what that, Depron? I don't know what that last bit is, but no, I have not. I've only ever built an AR wing. We have a build video on my channel, actually. What is this autofocus doing? I'm just going to turn that straight off because it is bugging me. And what do you reckon, boys? Do you reckon if I flick the camera switch that it is going to work, or it's going to say that it's still not working? Let me turn off this autofocus. There we go. Apply that. That should be better now. It shouldn't be jumping all over the place. It should just stay that. What if no, that's out of... How far do I have to go back before it does get in focus? Maybe you're meant to be talking to it like this. Hello. All right, and I'm going to flick this camera onto... We'll find out what's happening. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Let's see what happens. And it looks so nice up there. It is such a shame that you guys can't see it. What we're going to do too, if you've got some dogs and drones, make sure you go and post them in this link here. I can see we're getting quite a few. I want to see. Oh, yep, they're looking good. We're getting a few in here. We're going to be checking these out. I love it. If you haven't done this, this is going to be a nice little segment here, sharing the love of the main star of this channel, which is, of course, it's not me, it is Charlie. If I go down here to main screen share, this little bit right here, go and check this out. This is where we're going to be checking out some people's dog pictures with their drones. So we've got Charlie in here. We're going to look at these, just a little bit of fun, but I thought maybe we could do that, have some fun in here. Back to my main face cam with the dog, answering your questions. We're going to go through there in just a sec, but I want to get some others. I can see... Gee, Drunken he really does have a pig in there. So I thought he was just joking. Anyway, we'll have to check out his as well. And Mebo Soko, I wish I could pronounce that better, is asking what antennas for goggles just got the O2Cs and would like to replace them, the dipoles that it came with. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you the UAV Futures website. I don't think it's still down. Yeah, this connection is not private. Blah blah blah. I've got to certificate date invalid, which we need to check as well, which is annoying. But if we go to Bangers and Mash, which is an old school cartoon, and we type in 5.8 antenna, and then I show you guys what we're talking about. This is one of the best ones that you can get. So main screen share, scrolling down. So pretty much like these fox ears will be great. This and you can watch this video back before you make a purchase if I'm going too quick. You've got these are pagoda antennas. You'd get the ones with the right hand polarized. As well, and you can see the triple feed patch is one of my all-time favorite antennas, but somewhere, I don't know if it's on this, here it is, you can get a mini triple feed patch, which I haven't tested, but I hear very good things about it. It is probably the little brother of the original triple feed patch, but also you get a pagoda with it, and it's like 20 Australian dollars, which is probably, without the GST, you're probably looking at $19, and in terms of US dollars, 14. It's probably about 14 US dollars for that antenna set, and that's everything that you need to get flying. Now, if you buy the triple feed patch, you are also going to need a dummy load to put on the other end of this. So a little dummy load that just simply screws on. You can see this one; it already comes with it. It's already got that little dummy load on there as well. So go check these bad boys out. Let's see. This is what it looks like. So you can see those. Wish I could just touch the screen and show you those little bits. Those two little gold connectors. You can use them. You need to put that on the other side. Now you're probably going to be running right-hand polarized as well. So you just screw it into the right-hand polarized size, and then you're ready. And there's a photo, a comparison of them side by side. Rightio, let's get back to my face right here. And see, we're just about to call my mum in a little bit. And Bring Your Own Barbecue FPV says, what was Stu's allowance while growing up? This is great because we're going to get, I don't know if I can definitely remember what my allowance was. But I don't know if mum will be able to remember. And yeah, we are. I'm working on that certificate. It expired yesterday, so that one, Kiz, thank you very much. I'm going to have to contact my IT people about helping me fix that up. And SLRP, do you know if Emax 5 Hawk delivers sounds good? I want to connect an earpiece to my Sky. Okay, so I think you just want to listen to it. I don't like to listen to the audio when I'm flying around. For me, it's not what I'm about. Man, I feel so out of focus. I'm gonna have to sit closer here. I don't know if it's ever gonna get a bit better. What's going on here? All right. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of having the audio because it feels like just the motor spinning, but I'm not used to that as well. I also like to be able to talk to people when I'm flying around. And Mad Fisher says, I have the real TFP Mini. It works great. Mine came with a dummy load, so there you go. Fantastic. Foxy Lollipops are good. That's from Nick as well. And Reaper X FPV saying, g'day! So, g'day, Reaper. Thank you for tuning into the stream. We've got 105 people watching. 64 people have hit the thumbs up button. Guys, you know what to do. You can either punch yourself in the neck, or you can hit that thumbs up button. It is your choice. Yes, I'm talking to you. Which one are you going to choose? I'm still mucking around with this camera up here, wondering why is this not working, all this sort of stuff, and what the problems are. Oh, did I just fix it? Did I literally just fix it? Imagine that. Imagine that, ladies and gents. If I just fixed the fix the camera. I'm not too sure. I might have just fixed it right then. We might have just had a loose connection down here. My mouse cable might have bumped it, and that's all it took. Let's find out what happens. I will be so happy if that is the case. Nope, I don't know what I'm moving there. Let's go down here. If I turn this off. Huh? Look at this! Look, we're back! We're back! Oh, I am stoked. This is what you guys have been missing. This is what I've wanted to show you. There we go. We are back. We have some better lighting here. I still feel out of... Oh, that's because... now, do I dare move this just a little bit? Thank you. FPV gods, thank you. I do not know what was happening. Maybe my mouse cable literally bumped it enough, just ever so slightly, that wasn't the case. I don't know. We're not going to complain too much. Let's get some thumbs up now. Check this out, boys and girls. Come on, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, you got to do it, because look at the clarity difference between what do you want to see. If you don't hit that thumbs up button, we are going back to this. Hello, boys and girls. It's UAV Futures here. And if you do hit that thumbs up button, well, maybe we will end up with this. People say, don't touch it, you madman. Woo, I am happy. Oh, this is because you have no idea how frustrated I felt bad. Oh, man, you can probably see the excitement in my face. We are going to answer the questions. Welcome to the FPV Mix. We're starting now. We've been streaming, I'm going to say, for 1 minute from now. But I was gutted because I love making the best content that I can, and I felt honestly heartbroken for you guys. Like, it doesn't matter if I can't see my mug on the screen, because I have to look at my mug all day. But you guys help me donate towards getting this camera. Some absolute legends in here. FPV Nick, Captain Kirk, Daxi is on the board as well, and we've got some people who are constantly donating in the channel. There's like, you know, we got a new camera. I got it just for you guys, and now when it wasn't working, I was kind of, you know, that's about as down as I get. I don't know. I like to feel like I'm an enthusiastic, positive person, but that was it. That one was grating me. It was bugging me. We are back. I don't want it to turn off, please. Oh, what I need to do, I need to start my Canon utility before it turns off, because that would be killer, because otherwise it has like an auto shut off. Let's see what happens if I open this. Please, please, please work. Maybe. We'll just see what happens. I don't want to mess with it too much. And otherwise, we'll be just going back to normal. Anyway, Nick says, move the camera just a smidge to your right shoulders to get the names behind you in the screen. Yeah, do we want to do that? We just spent all morning messing around with this. Let's do it this way. There we go. All right. I feel I want it to go this way more, but then it cuts people out. No, which way? Or the other way? Man, I'm. There we go. I'm getting more and more off screen. Oh gosh. Anyway, we are having some fun. Can I move my face around just here? All right. We've got Russ Wolf is saying you look in the mirror all day. I'm going to need to adjust that and where I'm sitting, because that is bugging me just a little bit as well. But we're not going to mess around with it too much today on the stream. And maybe I can move. Oh no, we're just answering some questions. All right, whoop-de-whoop. Let's get on with it. We're going to bring my mum in just a minute in the Stu's Mum and asking some questions. Is saying, what was Stu's interest growing up? All right, I like it. I like it. Let me know, what were your interests growing up as well. I never thought I'd be here yelling at strangers on the internet talking about cameras and tying flying robots. But, well, the world can be a strange place while broadcasting my stream of my dog to 100 people watching as well. Nathan Shears says, has Stu's mum ever sewn or knitted? So thank you very much, Nathan. You know what, it's not the sad part, but sometimes my mum's memory isn't the best as well. So when she tells some stories, I'm like, man, I can't remember this. And if she says, like, well, I think we asked her what was my favorite meal or favorite dessert, Mum just told me what her favorite dessert was. She was like, I think you like this, Stuart. It's like, come on, old lady. What are you doing? Dodgy is saying, what was the stupidest thing Stu has ever done? Bless my mum, and also bless Dodgy, the nicest man in the UK, if I don't say so myself. And Whoop-de-Whoop says, I love Lego growing up. You know what? That was one of my favorite as well. Lego was so pricey. We didn't really have the most amount of money growing up. I think I might have got one new Lego set one time. But it was like, Lego was super cool. I still have a lot of Lego. A lot of it came secondhand, but it didn't matter. You could just make it all yourself. And yeah, I really did like Lego, but it's so expensive for just some bits of plastic. And I'm just going to say, Chin P is asking, Stu's mum, what was Stu's hobby when you were young? So when I was young, what was it? We're getting some great questions in here. It is time now, though. Before we ring her, we're going to do a little special segment called Dogs and Drones. I haven't decided the name yet. Dogs and Drones, or Drones and Dogs. It's when Stuart sings about drones and we look at pictures of dogs with drones. There we go. All right, this coffee is tasting good this morning, but let's do it. We're going to jump in and have a look at some of the pets of dogs and drones. names. All right, so we started out, there's not too many today because, look, I only just kind of came up with this segment a little bit when I was looking at Charlie. I was like, man, I want to see some other pets out there. I want to see what your pet is. If you want to check it out, we're about to have a look at them all. Go just here. And you can scroll down in the Discord. The link is in the description down below. There is a little part. If you go down to live stream under UAV Futures post, you know what? I can even do this. Check this out, boys and girls. Where is my face cam? Boom, boom. Look at that for clarity. But in here, we're going to check out some dogs. So this was mine. Here we go. We've got Charlie Pup with a little Mobula 6. Let's see if I can identify the drones as well. Here we've got a big one from Jonathan Dancer, one of the a huge supporter of the channel, and I got to say a loyal viewer who's always in the streams. Let's check out a little bit of Delta. And Delta's saying, oh, yeah, that smells really good. There we go. We've got some Lumineer straps. Is that one from Get FPV, a little Copus Mini. Very cute pup there. I don't know if you can see my mouse giving Delta a little pat. You got to give me their names as well. All right, and this one is from Meeb. We have Spud. I like the name Spud, and my Mob 7. Spud, you absolute legend, is all blended in there. I couldn't actually get my Mob 6 to balance on Charlie's head, which is what I wanted to do. I had to have a treat and say Charlie's name, and then he was staying still. But Spud looks like he's very well trained. Nice sparkly eyes. Quite a cute pooch there. We've got Drunken FPV. Check this one out. He's always talking about sausages, and he was not even joking. He's got this. It's not really a dog, but we'll let it slide. It's very cute. We've got our little Porcus. He said Porcus is going for a walk. She eats drones, so no pick with the drone as well. So we're checking out Porcus. If you've just tuned in, SST, we're looking at Dogs and Drones, a segment that Stuart made up for today's live stream. And we're going to be going through and looking at, there's not too many more in here, but if you wanted to share some of your moments with your pets and drones, we've got Haku is saying don't have a dog, but caught one on my Insta360 Go microquad recently. Happens at the 45-second mark. So, all right, we'll check this out very quickly. Hopefully there's no music because we're just going. Oh, he's even time-stamped it. Thank you. Let's see. Where's this dog? Woof! All right, so we had a little pooch running. Oh, you guys couldn't even see that. All right, here we go. Here we go. There's a little dog coming up on the right-hand side between the cars. Woof! All right, I think that person looks like they'd yanked the collar back as well, or that little pooch absolutely axed himself. All right, how do we get out of this? And the last one we've got, we've got two. How many we got in here? We've got a few. I like it. All right, here's a better one. Much better picture of Delta the Beagle. This drone, he tries to chew any chance he can get. So here we go. We've got another one of Delta, looking like a super cute puppy there. Oh, I would never chew anything, he says. And then here we've got Red, or Big Red as I like to call it, from Donnie as well. So here's Donnie's dog. And you know what's crazy? This photo's a little bit blurry. I've seen Donnie has some videos on his channel as well of the dog running around, Red there, chasing his drone, having some fun, and he is a good-looking dog, if I don't say so myself. I love this one. R7 driver. She's not a fan of drones at all. This one is Tootsie. So Tootsie looks like a bit of an old pooch right there, just chilling out. I like a little water bowls in the background as well. Looks like a spoiled pooch. Give her a pat from me. And also, Random Family Man says, my buddy Crazy Train video with the local dog he wore out. He had permission from the owners. PS Vid has music. So we're going to skip that one just for now, Random Family Man, because we've got two more right here to look at. And then we're going to be calling my mum and doing the next segment. All right, from Chucker FPV, the look I get when we can't go out and fly. So here we go. What's your pooch's name? There, Chucker, you got to let me know as well. And just checking the chat here. I've been too busy focusing on these pooches, these pups. Well, if you're just new to the stream, welcome to UAV Pooches, where we go through. That's what we're going to call this segment. What, dogs and drones? Get out. This is called UAV Pooches, where we look at some of your dogs. And the final one, here we go. This special boy right here. We've got Toby from Caveman Russ. right here. We got Toby in the background. Very cute little pup right there as well. So I think, is this a recent photo or is Toby a little bit older? I don't know. He's a good-looking boy there as well. So Toby, I hear him singing in the background quite a lot when I'm talking to Russ. All right, here we go. We're going back to our main face cam right here. And let's see. License to Drive says, got to go back to that video after the mum call. Okay, we might check it out. Chuck is saying his dog's name was Caesar, and Delta FPV is saying, you were right, it's a Copus Mini. Turns out, yeah, maybe I've seen a few drones before. I remember, this one's from Nick, a gas-powered plane on a wire. You swung it around over your head, or you just spun around till you got sick, till you got dizzy. And License to Drive says it has copyright-free music. Yeah, I don't trust copyright-free music. I only trust music from a service that I pay for to be able to play that music because here's a tip. If you are starting YouTube videos and someone says, hey, you can use this music for free, a lot of the time, if they own the rights to that music, they can claim that music back in the future, and then you get a copyright strike. Or if they sell their rights to that music, they can use that to kind of extort some people. And I've seen some huge channels taken down because they get 3 copyright strikes and say, hey, if you've used this music, now these are all copyrighted. We're going to copyright strike 2 of your videos. If you don't pay us a heap of cash, we're going to copyright strike the 3rd one. And YouTube is terrible at it, and then your channel gets deleted. So be warned when it comes to using free music you find on the internet. I've got to say, it's definitely not recommended whatsoever, and especially if your channel starts to blow up, you will get extorted. All right, let's have a look here. I'm going to scroll some questions, then we're going to ring my mum. If you've got some questions, throw it down below. Duck my squee, FPV, it says, lots of camera, no noise, drone, dodge. I'm not too sure what he's talking about. Duck, I want to know one question you can ask my mum, please. I want to see Ask Stu's mum. We've got a little notepad open, and yeah, so License to Drive says, I get my music from the YouTube channel, a vlog, no copyright. Yeah, so there you go. If it's an actual YouTube channel, it doesn't mean, mate, you got to be careful. That's where people have got scammed from before. I think another one used to be where there were some problems for a little while. No copyright sound or something like that. All right. And SST FPV says, so I finally have an opportunity to learn some tuning. My chameleon flies like dog poop on Betaflight defaults, and I'm getting jello. All right. Good excuse for dog food. And the last one too, before we go, I've got to show this one. This just popped up on my screen. Of course, we've got Marbles right here. Dodgy's cat. He doesn't look happy that he's on UAV pooches. So maybe it's a bit too late. Poor little pooch. Meow, meow, meow. He's, what can I see there? Is that a little XJB? Looks like some little XJB motors anyway, if ever I saw one. I'm not sure the antenna. Some little tri-bladed props, but we're going to jump back to it. We're going to ring my mum in just a second. We're waiting for Duck My Squee to put a comment in that I'm going to be asking my mum. And then we're getting on the blower. We're ringing her up and finding out all sorts of questions. All right. And YouTube does have its own library of royalty-free songs. Yes, you can go check that out. And I will send you some music, Stu. I'll make it so no copyright. That's from DazBug15 and Newbie here. What transmitter to rule them all? Drones and RC wings. So, Corey, what you want to get is the Radio Master T16. That would be my recommendation. And that was Dodgy's cat. Yep, that's from Dire Havoc. Thank you for tuning in as well. We've got 94 people watching, and we've got a 95 thumbs up. So let's do it. Let's ring my mum and ask her some questions live on stream. And is this better? Is this better lighting if I just have it like this and talk? Don't do that. And talk the whole time. All right. Let's see what my mum is going to be saying on the phone. On the blower, I've got my notepads up here. If you've got some last couple of questions, make sure you put them in, because otherwise you're going to have to wait till next week. And Doug Marcia says, hey, Stu's mum, do Stu's whoops flying around you freak you out, or is it fine? All right, thank you very much. Here we go. And let's see. There we go. Duck my squee, and I'm going to use this opportunity. I can actually drink some of my coffee while we call my mum. I'm going to call her off speakerphone first, and then she's going to speakerphone. Whew. It's ringing. Man, I feel like we're on the radio station. Hello, welcome to the UAV Futures Mix, where we're on the live. Actually, it's called the FPV Mix, so sorry, we mucked up there. Hello, Mum, how are you going? I'm well. I'm well. We've got 96 people here watching the stream. They would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay. So I might put you on speakerphone. Is that all right with you? All right, here we go. You're going on to speakerphone. All right. And let me move this mic a little bit. It might make it easier for people to hear. And I'll turn the volume right up. And I was having some camera troubles this morning, Mum, which was a bit annoying. The poor people had to watch a low quality stream until turns out it wasn't plugged in correctly or something. We'll blame it on some technical difficulties. And I just did a new segment. Do you know what it was about?
Drones?
No, it was, well, a little bit. It was called UAV Pooches, where we just had a look at everybody's dogs and drones.
Oh, cute.
All right, let's do it. We're going to jump straight in. We've got a few to get through, Mum, so feel free to be as short or as rambling as you like. If it goes for too long, I'll cut you off. If I need more detail, I'll just ask you. But there is no right or wrong answers, no whole bars. I think that's what you say. This one is from Casting Cornbread. Do you think your son is nuts with all this drone stuff?
Slightly crazy.
Slightly crazy. All right, we got a two word there. I had one. I've asked, what did you think I would end up doing when I grew up, Mum? So, thinking about me as a kid, and I don't know, when I think about my kids and what they're going to be when they grow up, I'm not too sure. But what did you think I was going to be?
Maybe when you were little, something in the trades, a trade, like your dad.
Okay. What, all right, so like a builder or a sparky?
Yeah, something like that, yes.
All right,
yes.
And for those of you who don't know, I did apply for an electrical apprenticeship, and it was actually for working on a train, so the people who do the electrical stuff on like train carriages and stuff, and it was either go do that or go to uni and become a school teacher. They were the two options that I had to choose from. I chose school teaching. But this one is from Remathorn FPV, and he wants to know, he's saying, ask Stu's mum, what is the deal with Vegemite?
Well, Vegemite's a very unique Australian product.
Yep.
Most Australians like it, but...
do you like it?
I do like it, but the trick with Vegemite is you only apply it thinly.
Yeah.
When overseas people get hold of Vegemite, they put it on really thickly like jam or peanut butter, and it tastes revolting. So no, you just have a nice big amount of butter and a thin layer of Vegemite. I call it a smidget of Vegemite.
All right. And we can see, I'm just trying to read some of the other comments here as well. And let's see, we have Skadoosh would like to know, how hard was Stu to potty train and how old was he?
Pretty easy, and I think he might have been 2, maybe, something like that. This is going back a long time, sweetheart.
Thanks for not throwing me under the bus there, Mum. All right, we're going to go through them. Stuck in trees. What does your mum think about with the typical boys with their toys?
I think it's good.
All right.
I like it.
All right, one answer. We're going to roll through them because we've got a few to get through, and I can ask for more detail if we need some. Will your mum throw you under the bus and tell us? This one's from Nick. Was I a bedwetter?
No, you weren't.
Thanks, Mum. And Donnie would like to know, Donnie is a lovely gentleman who tunes into every single stream, as well as most of these gentlemen are here most of the time, every single week. They're just here pretty much to hear your answers, Mum. But, Mum, was Stu a quiet baby or a cranky baby? What sort of baby was I?
Absolutely perfect, as was your younger sister.
Get out. You know, I was, maybe me, maybe not my sister.
So good. Your grandfather said to me, now, listen here, you're not going to get another baby as good as Stuart, but your little sister was just as good. Happy mother, happy baby.
All right, I doubt that about my sister. But anyway, we're moving on. We're going to say License to Drive is saying, have you ever looked through the goggles when Stu flies? And if so, did it make you dizzy? How did it make you feel? And what did you think when I took you flying?
Yes, I have looked through the goggles for Stuart flying, and I was amazed. It was fantastic. Really, really addictive, I would think.
Did it make you dizzy?
A little bit disorientated because it was moving so fast.
All right. And bring your own, this is BYOB FPV, or I like to call him Bring Your Own Barbecue FPV. He's saying, at Stu's mum, what was Stu's allowance while I was growing up?
Oh, pocket money. It wouldn't have been much.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't because it was fairly strict.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Would it have been $2?
No, it was. I think it was about. I think it was. Nah, there was. Yeah, I think it was about $5, and I can remember this story. We got about 2 more questions, then or 3 more questions, then we're gonna jump back into the show. But I can remember this time right where it was. I think I had about $10 saved up. I wanted to buy a PlayStation game, which was never gonna happen, and there was one there which was like $80 or something. And I know we didn't have the most cash, and I begged and begged and begged you to, hey, can you buy this game for me? I think it was Final Fantasy VIII or something. It was $80, and I said, you can have my pocket money for the next X amount of weeks. And he said, all right. And yeah, so we pretty much made this little calendar. And you bought it for me then, but I then had to pay it off for the next whatever. I was still allowed to play it, but I had to wait that long. And I still remember that was quite nice of you. So thank you.
You're still paying it off.
Yeah. I am, yeah. So thanks. That was very nice of you. One of the 2 nice things you did as a mother. No, that's a joke. Anyway, all right. And we've got a couple more before we're going on with the show. And what was Stu's interest growing up? 2 things I was interested in.
Skateboards.
Yeah. Okay. And
those games, video games.
All right. Yep. Have I ever done any?
Oh, and hacky sack.
Hacky sack. I did love hacky sack. Yeah, at the end of high school. And we've got this. That was from Wop Do Wop. Nathan Shears says, Stu ever done any sewing or knitting?
No.
No. Dodgy is saying, what is the stupidest thing Stu has done?
The stupidest thing Stuart has done was Stuart went overseas when he finished school, and he went to Thailand.
Well, this is going to sound good. Everyone's like, yeah, tell this story. Yep.
And he went to Thailand by himself, and I took him to the airport and cried the entire time, waving goodbye to him because I was very worried about him going into the big world over there. And I found this out later, but Stuart met another backpacker in Thailand from the UK, and they became very good friends, and they decided to go caving. And they didn't tell anybody they were going caving in Thailand.
It was in Laos. This actually happened in Laos.
Oh, Laos, was it? Okay.
Laos,
and from memory, because we're going back probably 18 years ago now or something, but all you took with you were your phones, and you went down caves, and this other friend, your backpacker friend, from memory, his phone exhausted itself, and then you found out when you were in the cave somewhere underground that he had agoraphobia.
Or claustrophobia.
Got very, very scared, and then your phone started giving out, and you could only turn it on every now and then, and you eventually got out.
Yeah, so
you told me that.
Yeah, this actually is probably the most stressful time in my life. Never do this as a kid. I decided to go caving. We didn't have phones. I had my camera, and we did hire some little torches, but they were so dodgy with like a battery connected with wires. Those ended up dying. We slid down into these big water puddles. We were in there for probably 4 hours till we got out of this cave. We slid down these terrible slides, and we ended up into water, like up to our head, and we had to climb out. It was not fun. Even thinking about that now makes my chest feel tight. It's probably like some post-traumatic stress or something thinking about that. I don't think about that at all. But yeah, that was pretty dumb. We're moving on because I want to stay positive here. And the last one we've got from Duck is saying, two. So Jimmy P is saying, what was Stu's hobby? We kind of answered that one with Wop-de Wop. Yep. But Duck, my squee, is saying, hey, Stu's mum, do Stu's whoops flying around freak you out all the time, or is it fine? So have I ever flown some of those little ones around you? Have you seen me fly any indoors, or have you only really seen the outdoor ones?
No, only the outdoor ones.
All right. Yeah, so there you go. So there you go, Duck. Thanks for that completely useless question. Duck, you can go punch yourself in the neck, my friend. But Mother dearest, I've got to say I love you very much. Thank you for answering these questions, sharing a bit of random behind the scenes stuff about UAV futures. And I will call you next week with Ask Stu's Mum. All right?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Bye, Mum. Bye.
Bye, lovey. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, so there we go. Let me turn my lighting back on here, and then we're going to get on with the show. We can see, man, I'd totally forgotten about that dangerous thing. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Don't go caving if you have zero experience and you think it's just going to be all right. Turns out caves are actually super dangerous, and you can get lost in them, and you can die. And, like, this ravine that I'm like, it'll be fine. We could feel some air. We thought maybe there's, like, a way out. No, there was not a way out that way. We went in probably, like, 1 hour going in. And then we decided to turn around because it was... Let's move on. All right. Let's see. Duck is saying, ouch, my neck, ouch. So Duck's punched himself in the neck. Let's share some love for Stu's mom. Give me those thumbs up buttons if you guys are in here and you've enjoyed that. Share a bit of love for old Mama Futures right there. And Dodgy is saying, wow, I wasn't expecting a story, but happy I got one. So yeah, I got to say, Dodgy, that is my question of the week. Thank you very much for asking that one. R7 Driver says, thanks, Stu's mum. You're great. And you didn't say, I love you too. I think I said, I love you, mum. If you watch this back, kids, you can watch the instant replay that is not happening because you can go back and timestamp it and find out. But I'm pretty sure I said, love you, mum, first. So I didn't need to say it a third time. License to Drive has given me a thumbs up and says, Nick is saying, that was awesome. Yeah, every single week, every single Sunday or Monday, depending on which day, the last stream or the first stream of the week, it's hard to know which one it is. The last one of the three, I think of them in groups of three. We ring my mum, answer some questions, have some fun. We are going to be doing a giveaway in just a little bit as well. In today's giveaway, it has jackpotted. We have the Jumper T16. We have a little Butterfly from Catalyst Machine Works. We've got some goggles and also a Mobula 6 HD that we're going to be checking out as well. Also, if you're going to throw some comments down, let me know, did you go flying this weekend? What are you hoping to pick up next? What's going to be your next FPV purchase? And then we're going to do a giveaway as well. We've been streaming for 70 minutes. We got 93 people watching, and we did have some camera difficulties at the start. But it looks like it is all working now, so that is nice. Let's get these little notepads out of the way. I don't need that anymore. And I wonder, am I going to look back on these, maybe these segments when I'm older, like Ask Stu's mum, maybe in like 30 years or something. I'll be like, oh yeah, look at these times when I've checked that out. Whoopty Whop is saying, oh goodness. And we got some more thumbs up as well. And Delta FPV is saying, yeah, got to rip around a bit. My next purchase will probably be some Sky Zones for my girlfriend. So there we go. So we've got Delta is spoiling his girlfriend right there. So what a nice gift to get her, some Sky Zones. But let's be honest, you should probably just, get the best ones that just choose the ones that you want. And saw OmniDroid did have a comment there. Wasn't too sure what it was. I think it might have had a swear word in there as well though. So we'll move on from that one. But let me know what's been going down anyway as well, because new purchases, as far as something that I am interested in, it probably would want to be some light 6S batteries. So some really, really light 6S batteries. I've got some stuff that I want to test out. I also have this drone here. This thing is going to be an absolute beast because if we look at weight limits, let's get this in shot. I'm looking at the wrong camera here. If we talk about weight limits, this drone is under, it's 191 grams, just this drone alone. So you can get a drone here that's going to rip around that is under the 250 gram mark limit, and it is a 5-inch. So it is absolutely ridiculous. We've also got Hill Scraper is saying, I just figured out my Turnigy Evolution can connect to my Mob 6, so that's my next purchase. Make sure you get the correct Mob 6, so it's going to be a couple of different versions there, Hill Scraper, whether you buy Fly Sky or Free Sky. And Delta is saying exactly the point, but she's into it, about buying his girlfriend those Sky Zones. And Meb Soko ran through quite a few packs yesterday and today, antennas and either more batteries and another drone. Now be careful because that's how it starts. When it comes to this is what I want to get, you're going to get, I just want to get a spare motor. I just want to get a spare frame. I just want to get a extra arm. I just want to get a spare VTX. Oh, I've got some, I might just get another camera. Oh, I should just build this drone. Now I've got 2 spare drones. Oh, well, I should get some spare motors if they're going to be like, I'll buy 5 motors. Oh, no, I'll buy 8 so then I can build it. That's how it starts. It's a slippery slope. Before you know it, you've got your own drone wall and you're making New Wave Futures videos. And we've got RJ Red is saying next purchase will be the Fusion upgrade. So I haven't even tested out the Fusion module. And Ramathorn says no flying this weekend with Father's Day, etc. But my next purchase will be starting to make a backup 5-inch build or starting a 3-inch build. Really want to build the BQE Rip Squeak. So we can Google that actually. We can go check that out as well. And open up this screen. Open up a bit of Google. BQE does make some really cool stuff. And also I like the pilots that they support. And I've got to say, this looks pretty good for 20 bucks. You can't complain. This is why I hate expensive frames. If we go here to main screen share, check this bad boy out. A little Rip Squeak, 20 bucks. Well, look, it doesn't look too amazing, but it's look, it's a $20 frame. It's just doing it. It's got 4 arms, 2 flat bits of carbon, plenty of room in here. It looks like it might be able to hold a full-size camera. And you got a few mounting options. So yeah, all in all, I think that's well worth the $20. I kind of like it. Is that 1 arm or 2 arms? Can I get an underneath shot? Do they have separate arms, or are they like dual arms? Okay, just individual arms right there. Yeah, overall, I think it's a pretty cool little drone. So yeah, you can make some fun stuff there. And BQE, big fans of those people as well. I've never had some of their products, so I should put that in as a disclaimer. But I like the pilots that they sort of stand behind and what they do for this hobby. I think they do things right as well. All right. We've got Nathan Shears, OmniDroid says keep saving up, and LRFPV says, hey Stu, I have $350 for FPV. I have a QX7 but no goggles or drones. Any recommendations? I'm going to say you should spend that money on a good set of goggles and then save up to get the drone later. So maybe for $350 you can probably get some cheap Sky Zones out there if you have a look around at some secondhand ones, and then maybe just get like a Mobula 6 that combines straight. Well, will a Mobula 6 bind up to your QX7? It depends on what version. But yeah, maybe save up, just get a cheap drone, and then you can always get a better drone later down the line. But you don't want to buy 2 types of radios. You don't want to buy 2 types of goggles. Just get one set of one radio, one goggles that's going to last you a long time. Nathan Shears says a city whoop to chase my son around while he's wakeboarding. So that sounds pretty cool. But also, Nathan, I don't know, is that going to end up in the water? I don't think you need a cine whoop, my friend. If you are wakeboarding, if someone is wakeboarding, you should just have a big 5-inch. You're going to be much better suited. Stay back a little bit. Make sure you've got the skills. But I would say if I was chasing someone on a wakeboard, I would be not getting quite as close because the water's going to be spraying up everywhere, I imagine, anyway, and that's going to hit your drone. It's going to be underwater, and you're not going to have the efficiency. You're not going to have the speed to probably keep up with someone on a cine whip without really revving that battery. You'd be better off just having a proper rig, like a proper freestyle rig to be able to chase him, and just hang back just a little bit higher off to the side. That's where it's going to be a little bit better. That would be my advice anyway. LC FPV says, I fly daily on my acres, so he is just rubbing it in right there with his, I would love, man, how cool would it be if you could just open the door and go flying? That would be the absolute dream. And losing my voice right here, we have, if you've got some questions too, make sure you throw them down below. I'm just going to put Milton J in a little bit of a timeout here. We've got 5 questions in a row. Hi. He's on his dad's account. It is all good, Evan. You can just, we got you there, brother. He's saying hi. And let's see. Chemtrail pilot, I'm going to fly after this stream. I'm just a beginner, so I'm going to practice in acro mode on my Mob 7. I just want to say good luck to anyone in the area near me. So whereabouts are you? Chemtrail, and do you have a sim? Simulator is one of the best ways you can learn to become more proficient with your skills on the stick. So I recommend sims every single day to a new pilot. You should be putting in at least 20 hours where you can do, and when you can do full 3 laps around a track without crashing or totaling, you can bump into a few things, but if you can get there through 3 consistent laps without wrecking your quad or totaling it into the ground, you are all good. Then you should take it out and go flying. It's almost like getting a license, but it's not that you have to do it. It's just recommended to save you money and save your quad from crashing into the ground. And Nick Sebring is saying, also check with your local club if you're after some second-hand deals. I got a great deal from someone who was upgrading. A good used goggle is still a good goggle. Very wise words right there. Whoopty Wop says, I'm a kid on a budget and I want to find a good kit that is ready to fly or a builder kit. I have a budget of $200. So Whoopty Wop, you might want to think about maybe the Emax Ready to Fly kit, because that's probably, for that price, that's about all you're going to be able to experience when it comes to FPV. So that is the Emax Ready to Fly kit. All right. And if I scroll down just a little bit more, we can have OmniDroid is asking, I'm losing my voice, at UAV Futures, what are your favorite sites to buy FPV gear from? And I am going to say, it really depends where you're at. So I really like race day quads. I feel like if you are in the States, if you're in the States, you've got like so many good options. Race day quads is probably one of the ones that really stands out for me. You know, we've got BQE here. I've never shopped from them though. A lot of people talk about Pyro Drone or Get FPV as well. If you are in Europe, it gets much more tricky, and that's where we kind of recommend places like Bangers. So a lot of people I know shop from there, and especially with their taxes and stuff. I don't know how they ship it. I've got one friend in Denmark who says without Bangers, he wouldn't be able to get anything. without some crazy prices. And if you are in Oz, we have a few shops here in Oz, but I think probably the most famous one we have Next FPV and also Phaser FPV. So they're the two ones in Oz. All right. Or you could just go to the the TBS site as well, which is Team Black Sheep. Milton J. Hey, UAV Futures, I changed my mind about getting the DJI system. They changed the price back to $1,000 because before it was on sale for Father's Day, but now that's over, so I'm staying analog. Well, I can absolutely understand that. When it was a pretty crazy price for that cheap price of $400. An LC FPV, I actually just flew 3 packs on my dad's 5-inch. I did about 8 packs so far today between my Mob 6 Inside and the GTR 349. And the 5-inch feeling fast today. The GTR 349 is an absolutely insane little rocket with a license to drive coming in here as well. He is asking, I use sims to learn the muscle memory of acro, but after I got competent flying real quads with acro, the sim I use don't feel real enough, so I mainly stick to real quads now. Now, that is, it doesn't matter what sim I use or what settings, no matter, I've tried so many, with so many other people's options, the sim is never going to feel like the real thing. They are a simulator, but they don't simulate, I think, the breeze or the weight or the gravity. They all feel a little bit off, but it is still great, like you mentioned about for muscle memory. But there is no substitute, I think, for the real thing, and especially in terms of having fun and exhilarating feeling. But for muscle memory and learning, sims are absolutely invaluable. And Kiz is also asking, for the UK, I've used Bangers, Hobby RC, and Unmanned Tech Shop. And don't forget FPV Faster. So that is from Roscoe Sticks. Why does that name sound so familiar as well? Let's have a bit of a Google, see what they've got. Because I've heard a few people mention them. There we go. All right, let's see. FPV Faster. We can check them out if we go to main screen share. We've got 110 people watching. We've been streaming for 80 minutes. We're checking out FPV Faster, which is a store in Oz. Let's see. Oh, these batteries aren't too bad a price, actually. It's $17. What really bugs me, though, is sometimes when you're checking out a site in Oz, so you can see this is in Australia, when they list things in US dollars. So hopefully that's not the case here. Scroll down. Well, we've got the Radio Master here. These Zing motors, some of the gold ones. Here is the Emax Tiny Hawk kit that I was talking about before. So, and of course, remember, these are in Aussie prices, so things are much more expensive in Australia. We've got to pay GST, which is like our tax, and also our Aussie dollar just went down the toilet as well. So, I know this actually is a pretty good shop, actually. We've got a fair bit of range, as long as this stuff is in stock, like Mob 6. Is this in stock? Let's check this out. In stock. All right. Let's see. What's another popular thing? There's another Mob 6. What's the difference? Or is that just because I clicked on that one? That's quite interesting. Did I see the Mamba stack? And let's see. Let's just have one more popular thing. It's going to be in stock. Oh, okay. It says sold out. So all these things are in stock. All right. Yeah, I kind of like this store. So thank you very much for that is FPV Faster. I'll post that in the comments down below as well. Definitely pretty cool. I can see someone asking about FlySky radios. We'll go and answer that right now. And Milton J saying, hey Stu and Josh, have Stu and Joshua Bubble ever flown together? Like, have they met? No, we are on opposite sides of the planet. Big fan of Joshy boy though. And if we ever deep meet up, I'd probably be a total fan and be like, hey man, can you sign this for me? I think that would be pretty cool. And there's the new Oz shop. And where was this one I read about FlySky? Josh is saying, are FlySky radios worth it to start out, or should you just save for a nicer radio? I recommend saving for a nicer radio. And if you really want to use that FlySky protocol, well, you can just get something like the Radio Master TX16. We've got 114 people watching, 83. We've been streaming for 83 minutes, and we've got 109 thumbs up. You guys know the drill. You've got two options. Number one, you can go auto scan and punch yourself in the neck. Or number two, you can just hit that thumbs up button. Yes, I am talking to you. It's already jumping up to 110, 113. Look at it climb. Oh, I can feel some people punching themselves in the neck. If that is you, well, thank you. If you're hitting the thumbs up button as well, let me know what one did you choose. And Roscoe Sticks is saying, no, they are Oz prices. So, yeah, that's FPV Faster. I'm pretty impressed. So, well done there. And And Nightbot is putting our little donation Streamlabs link. If you would like to help donate to the stream, you can see Charlie he is absolutely zonked out there. He is passed out. But underneath him, we are working towards getting a PC upgrade. So yeah, that is there so we can have a better streaming PC for you. And we won't have so many technical difficulties, blue screens, and all these sorts of problems where my computer is running at about 95 degrees Celsius. And Scooter for FPV is saying he loves Autoscan, but Amiibo Skoko is the real one. Thank you for tuning in constantly. And he's saying friends don't let friends use Autoscan. You are absolutely correct. And Milton J says, how good are the Skyzone 030s? Are they good FPV goggles? I do really, really like them. They are insanely clear. They have a high res. I like that. I actually kind of like that they have a built-in module because I'm not all about the rapid fire expense, the hype train that seems to be behind that. I think for most pilots, they will be blown away with how good the Skyzones look. That's just me. If you're flying around with the 030s, please let me know in the comments as well. I actually, though, my goggle that I fly with is the O2Xs. So they're a step down. They're like the medium range goggle. They're not even the high-end Skyzone one. Dwayne is saying, it looks like the site checks location, sets prices. You can change it at the top of the page. All right, so that's pretty cool. And let's see. Roscoe Sticks is saying there's Mongrel FPV, or We Fly FPV. Thumbs up, but your singing makes me want to punch myself in the neck. Oh, all right, let's do it. We are about to do a bit of a giveaway right here. If I have a look, we have not a jumper. Sorry, Charlie. I didn't mean to wake you up, buddy. You've been sound asleep down there. We have yeah, this is the jumper. We got the jumper T16. We have this bad boy. It is the massive. I think it's a massive drone or whatever it is. It's this Catalyst Machine Works Bind and Fly. We have a Mobula 6 HD. Now, I have a review coming out of this very soon, but I've got two versions, so that's fine. That can be shipped off. And we also have some little goggles there as well. Dodgy says, I love you, Stu, but your singing makes me want to poke ice picks in my ears. And LCV says, 100% best goggles I've ever used. The 030s are amazing. Totally worth it. Anthony Bryan is saying, my son even backtalks the OpenText audio pack. That's how it makes me feel better. And Chucker FPV, thank you very much for a donation there, brother, of $2. Has anyone used the H7F PCs? I don't know. And how are they? I don't even know what they are. But let's have a Google there. And I've got to say thank you for that. I'm going to give Charlie a pat because he's pretty much been... Poor Pooch, come here. You feel a little bit forgotten here. There you go. You can still have a pat. That's from Chucker, FPV. Oh, yeah, this is great. Also, a little scratch behind the ears. Thanks very much, guys. So there we go. Thank you very much, Chucker, FPV. Let's Google your question or query. Can you put some more information down there, Chucker, so I can know exactly? Oh, it's a flight controller. Okay. H7 Extreme FC. Just can you type me some more what I should be Googling there? H7F/PCs is not coming up with very much. Is it the Seriously Pro H7 Extreme FC? Is that one? Because Painless 360 has a video. We might check out. I wonder if he's got a link if this is what you're talking about. I'll have to pause this though. And we're getting a dishwasher ad popping up. And let's have a look here. H7 Flight 1. Because we're getting a few different... okay. SP Racing. Right, Chucker, well, can we type it all in one sentence exactly what you would like me to Google? Because this is what I'm looking at on my screen. So is this the one? This bad boy right here, is this what you're talking about? SP Racing flight controller? I don't know if this is it. It's looks like it. What's it actually do? All right. It's an F7 board. Has integrated OSD. All right. I don't know. simultaneous dual gyros, which gives you super accurate response before you even think about adjusting your filters. Don't accept ancient and slow gyro sensors. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't actually know enough about this. If anybody does have any experience, I think this is the one we're meant to be looking at. Can you please throw that down below as well if you have used this? Because it looks like Painless 360. He's got a video on it, but yeah, kind of it looks a little bit interesting. But I don't know. I wish if someone has some experience, please let me know. That's what Chucka would like to know. Have anyone used them, and how are they? So please enlighten us if you've done that. We're going to move on and do a giveaway right now because it is that time. It is giveaway time. I can't believe that 90 minutes went very quickly, even though we had some technical difficulties for probably the first half an hour. Then my camera decided to come back. But if I open up this form right here, it is the giveaway form. All right. And let's see. We have the live stream entries. All right. Let's do this. Scrolling down. And we're just waiting while the form populates. Finish my coffee. We have entries between, all right, 1 and 2182. 1 to 2182. All right, this is the entries just here. And if I have a look here, we're going to have a guess I want everybody to have a guess what you think it's going to be. If you can put your numbers down, I'm going to guess today 777. There, that's my guess, just for a bit of fun. And that's almost, let's see what we're going to get. I'm going to go to a random number generator. We've got 123 people watching, 125 thumbs up. Thank you very much to everybody who's tuned in today for the stream, and also a little bit of patience because I know it didn't start out the best. I think it's raining outside actually. My poor wife has taken the kids to the shopping center to get some supplies. That is going to be a nightmare, getting a 12-week-old baby and a 3-year-old into the car and out of the car. It's all outdoors too. That's not going to be fun. We're going to generate a number here live on stream. So let's go here. We have numbers between main screen share, and we have numbers 1 and 2182. Get ready. You are going to have half an hour to email me, and which is uavfutures@gmail.com is my email address, and also if you have to pay for shipping. If you don't want to pay for shipping, well, feel free. The prize becomes forfeit if you don't want to pay for shipping, and we just jackpot it to the next time, or we just give it away next time on the stream for somebody to win. Let's see. It says if you've already put your entries in, you don't need to enter every single week. It is just a one-off. You put your details in once. They're there. That's it. You don't need to enter week after week after week. Let's do it. Let's hit generate, and let's find out who this... Whoa, 1858. We got a high one today. Let's find out who that is going to be. And if I go back to my face cam right here, so I don't blast everybody's emails, 1858. I'm going to write that in the comments. 1858, 81858, 1858. Let's have a look here. Live stream entries. You guys like my singing? 1858. All right. Let's see. Is this person in the chat? Man, what's going on with my singing today? Oh, the best singer in FPV. All right, 1858. Alrighty, this person here. Do we get that as a snipping tool? That's all looking good. 1858. I think it was 1858. Let's hope so. 1858. 1858. All right. Congratulations to this gentleman who is, if we go to main screen share, it's all looking good. Not too many emails on the screen. We have this gentleman here, Josh. no last name. Send me an email from Josh. This whatever the rest of this email is, kind of drawing here. From here, send me an email. You've got half an hour, and then congratulations, you have won your the Jumper T16. That's my one that I've been using. I can sign it if you want me to depreciate the value of it. Or we've also got the Rage. This little a Binafly anyway from Catalyst Machine Works. A Mob 6 and some goggles as well. So definitely, please send me an email. You got half an hour. I'm going to give you till 12. I'll give you till 12 my time, just to make sure that that's the case. And yeah, there we go. That was the winner for today. Today, a bit of a different stream because things didn't start off the best, but I want to say thank you to everybody who's been sticking around. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I know it seemed was chaotic at the start, and you can see my face. If you find the difference between when I was super pumped about it and then my heart broke when we got there. We've got some people saying congratulations, Josh. Kim Miller is saying, wrong, Josh, lol. Nick is saying, dang. So anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed that. And if the winner doesn't contact me, we're just going to roll it over to the next stream. So don't worry. That's how these prizes jackpot, and they get bigger and bigger. And then somebody wins one, and they get a huge care package of FPV stuff. And it just also is nice to reward the viewers who are actually watching my stream. So that's cool as well. If you're snoozing, you're losing. So there we go. And Todd, you saying, loved your mum's answer today. Yeah, that was good. Look, it was cool to share that story of that situation, but now as an adult reflecting on that, it was just dumb. Like, don't go caving when you're a teenager and you think you're invincible, and that is how you die. It's stupid. Don't go caving in Laos. This was a long time ago though. This was like when I was 18 or something. So anyway. OmniDroid, how can I check what number I am? I don't know, brother. Without going through 2,000 entries one by one, you can't check what number you are. And Nick is saying loves your mum's answers as well. So yeah, it's been fun. Random Family Man says thanks for playing my vid, Stu. Funny as. Thanks for all your help too. Great enthusiasm and stream. And Mad Fisher so there's about a 5% chance they're here. Yeah, I guess so. Sometimes. And go back and look at that drone and dog video. So that is from License to Drive. All right, we might do that before we head out. FPV Nick, he's in here as well with his very cute husky. We're going to look at that to close us out as part of UAV Pooches. So first things first, we're going to open up this video. Let me get this on full screen. This one is from Hippo. And is there a timestamp here? License to Drive, or are we going to have to jump through it? No, let's see if I close this down. Man, you guys making me run this stream overtime today. Let's go main screen share. Now, I'm not playing the music because I told you guys how I feel about copyright music, and someone looks like they are working the dog out. Let's see if we can find this doggo. Was there a doggo around here? See if we can spot a dog. If you're new to the stream, well, I can see the dog in the middle here. Is this jumping for anyone else? Or does it seem a bit laggy? There we go. Little Pooch is running around like a madman. The owner would have absolutely loved it. Yeah, Charlie. Oh, that was a close one there. Charlie does like chasing the drones actually as well. He will run till he is frothing at the mouth. So I don't know. That is. Thank you for that nice little video right there. Let's get out of this one. And what I want to show you, the last bit, looks like we've got this good pooch right here. This one is from FPV Nick as well. We got the husky with a little Batman collar. Oh, look at this. This is a beautiful sight. Look at that Velcro strap we've got right there. Nice UAV Futures Velcro strap in the house, and very nice. Now, also, Nick, I don't know if you know, I think I've seen a few of your pictures. If you want, there is an option to turn this part off. Shot on 1+. If you don't want that on all your photos, I think that's in your camera settings. I think I saw Ben mention that or something, but I'm not too sure if that's on there. Man, I can't believe we're still streaming. I'm just randomly rambling here. on the stream. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. Other than that, subscribe for more FPV related content. Thank you to all my patrons. If you would like to support the channel, whether it be super chats, whether it be a donation to help me upgrade this PC, and the link is in this description as well, or if you would like to become a patron, it is one of the main ways you can help support this channel. The link is there. It takes about 2 seconds to sign up to Patreon. Even if it is just $1 or $2 a month, it makes a huge difference. You wouldn't believe if enough people do that. It makes it so much less stressful than having to try to gain the YouTube algorithms and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be back on, well, I think the live stream. If you're in the US, it is every Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So after this, I'm going to work on some videos that I want to publish throughout the week as well. So that's going to be there. I'll be back in I guess, so there's no stream tomorrow. It's going to be in like 4 days' time. Other than that, subscribe for more FPV-related content. And as always, happy flying. And also, thanks from Charlie as well. We're going to roll it out, and we'll see Charlie in here having a bit of a snooze. So there we go. There's old Charlie Pooch. Yeah, so yeah, that was a good stream besides the start of it. I don't want to wake Charlie up too much because he's sound asleep right there. Absolutely zonked. I don't know what was going on with my camera at the start as well. All right. Anyway, happy flying, guys. Love you, Donnie. Karaoke stream. Patreon reward or punishment.